Hello YouTube, it's Stuart and I've seen a few of these tags going around the internet, people answering 30 questions, and I found a different one. I wanted to do one where the questions were really random, like really random, and I just had a little look around the internet and I found this random questionnaire, and the questions are quite random, so you know yourself, give it a go and see how we get on. So yeah, the first question is anyway, when you looked at yourself in the mirror today, what was the first thing you thought? Um, who's the homeless person staring back at me? I didn't let anybody stay in me flat last night. What's going on? Yeah, you know yourself, first thing in the morning when you wake up, you look in the mirror. It's usually not a pretty sight. After your face muscles wake up, and yeah, give it 10-20 minutes and I'm okay. But first thing in the morning when I look in the mirror, it's either one of two things. It's either I'm looking and saying, right, the head in you, or else I'm saying to myself, it's going to be a bad hair day today, Stu. It's going to be another one of those days. And no matter what you do with your hair, it's going to be all over the place, you know? So yeah, that would be it. What were you doing at midnight last night? Well, I, not really sure if I should be discussing this on YouTube. I had no clothes on anyway, and well, okay, I'm just gonna say, um, I was taking a shower. Yeah, I just don't like talking about that kind of thing. You know, it's I take a shower every day, but I'm just who cares? Not really want to talk about it. It's just having a shower, big deal, you know. Why? What did you think I meant? Oh right, just thought I was doing something else. They're very dirty minds. Some of these people on YouTube, but this is just an innocent 20 questions, and you just have to turn it into innuendo and sex and everything else. Come on, you know, leave it out. We're all adults here, you know. We're just having a shower, that's all. You know. What's a word that you say a lot? You know. That's just it's I think it's a Dublin phrase. It's an Irish phrase really. So I oftentimes end my sentence with you know. If you watch my videos, at this stage I probably said that word over 100 times, and I suppose it's like everybody has a word they use to break up their sentences and gives them a chance to think about what they're going to say next. And for me, that word is usually, you know, you know. Right, what's the next question? What is your current desktop picture? I don't think I should tell you. It's a bit graphic. No, it's just the Windows XP logo. It's the picture that came with the PC when I bought it. And I wouldn't mind, but I have like loads of psychedelic pictures that I use when I'm putting up my tunes onto YouTube. You think I'd use one of them, but you can't see the icons then, you know. So what's the point, you know? So just a plain blue picture of Windows XP does the trick for me. How old were you the first time you got drunk? Well, this is something I never forget because I was 8 years of age and my mum and dad were having a party. And that's per usual. I heard the music downstairs and decided to make me presence felt. Because all my aunties and uncles were there, and my mum and dad's friends. And my mum and dad used to have these great parties all the time, you know. So when you're a kid, you just love all that. You just get down and everybody's calling you over and chatting away to you, so it's great. You get loads of attention off people. Obviously I didn't have social anxiety then because I was enjoying the attention, but I remember I went out to the kitchen and there was a load of half drunk cans and cigarette butts just half put out in the ashtrays. And I decided, being the inquisitive person that I am, I decided to light up a cigarette and smoke it. Well, I was happily smoking away and drinking out of the cans, and I probably, by the time my uncle came out of the kitchen and he saw what I was doing, I probably drank about 1.5 cans and probably smoked about maybe four butts, just at the ends of the cigarettes. And my uncle says to me, "What are you doing out here?" And I says, "Oh, nothing, I'm just out in the kitchen making a sandwich, And obviously I wasn't, because there was no bread or there was nothing out. I didn't know what to say. I'm only 8 years of age, But he's like, "Right, that's grand." And he went in and he got me down. My dad came out. And my dad says, "Come here, you. Come in here and sit down. Stop messing. Otherwise you're going to bed. What are you doing out here?" And I said, "Nothing. Just come on, come in here." So that was grand. I thought that's grand, sitting down. Went to bed. Not too long after that. But the following night, my dad came home from work and had his dinner. He was his usual grumpy self, and I remember, I'll never forget this. He just said to me, "Stu, come here for a minute. Sit down here for a minute." He says, "Little birdie told me you were smoking and drinking last night." I says, "No, Daddy, I wouldn't smoke. Smoking's bad for you." And my dad says, "You were smoking last night. I was told. I know you were smoking. I know you were drinking out of the cans." So I was like, "Oh, Daddy, I wasn't." He says, "Look," he said, "I'm at the buying you a pack of cigarettes, so I want you to have a smoke with me." Now, at this stage, I knew my dad was going to teach me a lesson of some sort, because, that's my dad. He doesn't do things, he doesn't do things the normal way. He just decided to buy a packet of cigarettes and force me to smoke them. So, he says, "Right, there you go. Light up the cigarette there." So I had to smoke it now. I was petrified. I was like, "Oh no, what's going to happen here?" So I lit the smoke up anyway and I was smoking. And my dad's having a cigarette with me. Now, I'm only 8 years of age. Me and my dad are sitting there having a cigarette. And I finished the cigarette anyway, and my dad said, "Have another cigarette." And I says, "No, Dad, I feel sick." He says, "Have a cigarette, you know." Now, I just had to smoke it. It's nothing you can do. He says, "Look, just get the cigarette into you. Come on." And so I just lit the cigarette up anyway, and I'm smoking, and I'm starting to feel sick at this stage. I managed to finish the second cigarette. My dad says to me, "Well done, Stuart. That's 2 down, 8 to go. Right, have another cigarette." This stage I was feeling really sick. I'm feeling sick. I don't want to smoke. Smoking's horrible, And he just said, "Have a smoke." And I lit the third cigarette up anyway, and took a few puffs out, and my face is going white. And I'm gagging now at this stage, I'm on the verge of getting sick. And my dad says to me, "Stuart, put the cigarette out there. Let me talk to you for a minute." He says, "Don't be smoking behind my back. Don't be smoking full stop." He says, you can only be half the man you ever want to be if you smoke cigarettes." And I was like, "Oh, I'm really sorry, Dad. I just I don't know what I was doing. I was just messing. My dad's like, "Well, have you learned your lesson?" And I said, "Yeah, I definitely learned my lesson." Not really, because we're in 5 years of smoking anyway, but that's me dad for you, rather than just give me a telling off, he wanted to show me the hard way that smoking really is bad for you, particularly if you're 8 years of age and you've never smoked before. So yeah, I rambled on with that one, but yeah, that's the first time I ever drank, and it's something I'll never forget. I don't think I'd try that tactic with my own kids, but different time, Those men had their own ways of doing things back then. What Disney character do you like best? To be honest, I'm not a fan of Disney. Never got anything out of those cartoons. Thought they were a bit childish, really. Didn't do it for me. I like Pokemon. The likes of Pokemon, you know, some of the modern cartoons out there have a great message in them. So for me, if I'm watching a cartoon, I prefer to sit there and watch something like Pokemon or, um, you know, just turn on the cartoon channel and you have a lot of these modern cartoons. They always have a message in them. And that's why the cartoon channel is one of my favourite channels, because um, the storylines are great and there's always a message at the end of it, you know. So definitely stick to the likes of Pokemon and a few other modern cartoons and you won't go wrong, you know. Disney is old school, it's passe anyway, you know. So, can you roll your thumb? Not even sure what that means. Does it mean that? Or I'm not sure if we even did that right. No, I think I nailed it, didn't I? Not. But moving swiftly on. If you could eat one food for the rest of your life, what would you choose? Crunchy peanut butter would win hands down because it's just so tasty. Crunchy peanut butter on some brown wholemeal bread. You can't go wrong. I highly recommend it. It's knock it up in 2 minutes and very tasty snack. You can even buy organic peanut butter now, which is quite hilarious. But I'd imagine that's good for you. So I suppose if you're going to eat something for a snack, you may as well eat peanut butter. You know, which is reasonably good for you, as long as you don't overdo it. As long as you aren't putting your hand into the jar and lobbing a load of peanut butter into your mouth. Just spread it finely on your toast, you know. Don't overdo it. And it's bon appetit, you know. What's your favourite song at the moment? Well, I'm into dance music, sort of old school psytrance. I'm into uplifting dance music, fast uplifting dance music. So, but there are loads of great bands out there, and Kane, I'm keen on Kane. They're a good band. Muse, the Killers have some good stuff out there as well. But to be honest, it's not really something that I'd be going out of my way to listen to. When I'm going out, I'm going clubbing, I'm going to see a DJ. But I remember when I was younger, like when I was in my late teens, early 20s, the part of Dublin that I grew up in, there was some amazing bands, like local bands that we used to go and see when I was like a teenager in the early 20s. And it was great because some of these bands went on to bigger things, like of Aslan. They became recognised pretty much worldwide, you know, gigging all over Europe, America, everywhere. But back in the day, they were sort of only starting out, and you used to be able to go to the pub and sit there and listen to them, and they were just, some of the songs that came out were just unbelievable. You're sitting in the pub and everybody's, this is the great thing about what music was like back then, because everybody had the album and everybody was singing along to the songs of a local band in your local pub. I don't think you see that anymore, you know, really. I think as soon as a band brings out a good album, they can get so much exposure on the internet and their music just takes off from there. And obviously they're looking for, you know, bigger and better things, but back in the day, you know, the bands had to do it the hard way. They had to go through the pub scene first. And the likes of Aslan and the Brilliant Trees, these bands were like some of the songs they were making is as good as what's out there today. They just didn't get the exposure that they needed because obviously times were different. But yeah, I mean, but in saying all that, it's dance music for me all the way, really. But I haven't even got through all these questions and I'm running out of time, so I will do the second part of this very soon. Until then, bye bye.